Good? Good. All right. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wisconsin Rapids for tonight's Wisconsin Valley Conference Legion matchup here tonight. It is the visiting Wausau Post 10 Bulldogs and the Wisconsin Rapids Post 9 Rangers. Again, good evening, everyone. Steve Mays alongside Olivia Zimmerman here from the beautiful Quadplex here in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll go through the starting lineup first for Tom Magnuson's Wausau Post 10 Bulldogs. The shortstop, batting first. Let me get all these written down here quickly. Batting first, and at shortstop is number 12, Jesse Osnes. Batting second, and the DH tonight is number 4, Davis Winter. During the spring for Wausau East, he was lights out from the mound against Wisconsin Rapids during the spring season, and another East player. The center fielder is Caden Worth. Batting fourth, and the first baseman is number 19, Luke Smogileski. Batting fifth, and the left fielder is Dylan Dobratz. Batting sixth, the second baseman is Tony Ifaldano. Batting seventh, and the right fielder is Oliver Taraski. Batting eighth, the catcher is Ryan Rodemeyer. And batting ninth, the third baseman is number 27, Jack Barthels. And the pitcher tonight is Lucas Hager.
Starting catcher for the Bulldogs, number 1, Ryan Rodemeyer. At third base, number 27, Jack Barthels. Maybe it's Barthels. And the starting pitcher for Wausau, number 22, Lucas Hager. Also, please welcome their head coach, Tom Magnuson, and assistant coaches, Adam Kramer and John Albee.
Go through the starting lineups here for Wisconsin Rapids. Batting first and on the mound tonight.
Number 10, Trevor Linsmeyer.
On the mound tonight is number 8, Brett Simonson. Batting second, and at shortstop is number 15, Caleb Ellis. Batting third at second is the switchblade of this team is the second baseman, Cannon Plumman. Batting fourth, and at first is Braden Lewis. Batting fifth in left field is Gage Honeyegger. Batting sixth, and at third is Carson Orheim. Batting seventh in right field is Jackson Laskowski. Batting eighth in center field is Jordan Seligowski, and batting ninth and behind the plate is Nolan Hartman. Wisconsin Rapids coming off of a couple of tough losses last week after a nice win, thanks to the arm of Brett Simonson through a one-hit shutout against Marshfield last week, and then Rapids turned around and lost a close one at DC Everest, and then lost a close one at Stevens Point last week as well. Wausau 5-, I think Coach Magnuson said, 0-2 in the conference, and they're behind a lot of teams just because they're a couple of their conference games have been postponed. We're going to have our national anthem here from the Quadplex. Marco Simonson on the mic for our national anthem here tonight.
Would you please rise for our national anthem? Norman Taylor Funeral Home, 20 Bucks Boutique, and the Mission Coffee House in Wisconsin Rapids, and we are very grateful for their generosity in helping to support.
All right, we're ready to go here in Wisconsin Rapids. A couple of audio glitches, and we're ready to go. A reminder, tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Key Savings Bank. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area. Key Savings Bank, no matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch but with ease. Dream big, small rates at Key Savings Bank. Kevin Johnson, Derek Freeman, the umpires here tonight from Wisconsin Rapids. Jesse Osnes will be at the plate. Osnes have been in this program for quite a while. Had Cole before Jesse, and Jesse's last.
The shortstop, number 12, Jesse Osnes.
Jesse Osnes' last year for Wausau. First pitch going to be a little earlier here tonight. It's at 6:57, and the first pitch is a strike to Osnes. Simonson on the mound again, one hit shutout in his last outing. Spun that one outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Davis Winter and Caden Worth for Wausau here in the top of the first inning, just underway. These two teams met last year here at the Quadplex. A game that was over in about an hour and 10 minutes. Extremely, extremely quick. See if we can get you the pitcher that day. That was Noah Stroming, tall, right-handed pitcher. Noah Stroming for Wausau. And that was going to be popped out of play. Osnes went to the ground. Hope Jesse is all right. Looks over to his dugout with a little smirk. And Brett Simonson's last outing was outstanding in Marshfield. Had a no-hitter through 6. Osnes down the left field line, just foul, and it remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Honeyegger in left, Seligowski in center, and Laskowski out in right. Good to see Jackson back out there. Played a couple of games last week. Battling a little illness, but out and ready to go. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Osnes. Wausau is scheduled to play a couple of games over the weekend, a couple of doubleheaders. Obviously, those have been, both were postponed due to the good, healthy rain that we've had here throughout the state of Wisconsin this week, or over the weekend. The 2-2. Going to be hit right back to Simonson. Fields his position, underhands it to Lewis for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down now for Davis Winter. And we saw Davis this spring on the mound against Wisconsin Rapids for Wausau East. Outstanding. A game that they're trying to get in quickly due to the rain that was on its way.
Designated hitter.
Did our post-game show with Davis in the rain down on the field after their win, after Wausau East's win over Wisconsin Rapids. And a wild pitch there from Simonson. Again, it is hot today. It's been hot all day. Breeze has helped the temperature. And Winter ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. That day, Davis went, I think, a complete game. Gave up just 1 run. That was in the first inning. Against Wisconsin Rapids offensively. Popped up. First base side, drifting out of play. Hartman and Lewis gave it a look. Orheim at third, Ellis at short, Plumman at second, and Lewis at first. Cannon has been all over the place this year. Swiss Army knife of players for Wisconsin Rapids this year has been Cannon Plumman. behind the plate, right field, center field, second base. Winter bloops this one behind third base. Long run for Honeyegger, and Orheim and Honeyegger collide just a little bit, and Winter's going to have another shot at it. And that's one of those plays that usually see just fall, and with Gage Honeyegger's speed, no play is really out of reach. Everest and Plover playing at Memorial Park tonight. Other games, we've got Merrill at Marshfield. Pittsville and Stratford have already played and concluded their one game tonight. No, Pittsville beats Stratford tonight in Legion Baseball. Again, only waiting for Merrill and Marshfield, but their game isn't scheduled to start until 7:30 due to the fact that there was a JV game or a 17U game before them. 2-2 coming back, and Simonson gets a swing and a miss from Winter. And there's 2 away now for Caden Worth. Caden, an outstanding athlete is in his own right, a Lumberjack graduate this last spring.
Center fielder.
Outstanding.
6, Caden Worth.
Outstanding young player. Saw him during the basketball season. Quarterback, I believe, during the football season. First pitch to Worth. Hits the outside corner. Is good for a strike. Beautiful day here in central Wisconsin. Supposed to cool down just a tad bit the rest of the week. Wouldn't hurt my feelings any. One ball and one strike here to Caden Worth. And Simonson spins that one out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. 82 degrees right now. 77 forecasted for tomorrow. We'll be back here tomorrow night. Merrill taking on Wisconsin Rapids, 7 o'clock first pitch. And Worth is ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. Thursday, 73, comfortable. Friday, what a surprise, chance of rain on Friday. Only 70 degrees, though. Worth to second, off the glove of Plowman. And a 2-out base hit there for Worth. Plowman just a tad bit too short on that one. Now Luke Smogolewski, the first baseman. Saturday, 72. Sunday, 71. Monday, 72. Tuesday, 81. We'll be back here on Monday as well. Tomorrow and then Monday. That was going to be hit right back up the middle. Smogolewski takes the first pitch. He sees to center field. And the Bulldogs with something going here with 2 outs for Dylan Dobratz. Reminder, tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Rapid Sheet Metal. As the weather warms up, look to Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling in Wisconsin Rapids. They got more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling today. Nolan Hartman out to have a quick conversation. Two on with good speed and 2 outs for Dylan Dobratz, the left fielder.
Left fielder, number 35, Dylan Dobratz.
Caden Worth, excellent speed at second. Dobratz trying to give Wausau an early lead. Swings and misses at the first one. It's 0-1. So Brett Simonson has already given up more hits today than he did last week in his start against Marshfield. In that shutout win over the Blue Devils. Spun it in there and missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Don't usually get quite the excitement in the world of sports that we had last night on a Monday night in late June. Talk about that here in just a moment. The 1-1. Dobrats looks at a strike below the knees, and it's 1-2. A game 7 in the NHL playoffs, and a game 3 in the College Baseball World Series. Crowned 2 champions last night in professional hockey and college baseball. A first for both of them. There goes Worth. That one's going to be hit to left. Honeyegger backing up. That one's going to get over his head. It's going to one-hop the wall. Smogileski will try and score, and a 2 RBI double for Dylan Dobrats. And it's 2-0 Bulldogs. Two 2-0 Wausau. Damage here with 2 outs for the Bulldogs here in the first. Ground out, strikeout, single for Worth. Right off of Plumman's glove. Single up the middle for Smogileski, and then a double for Dobrats. Will bring up Tony Ifeldano. Now it's going to be hit into right. Are they going to send Dobrats? The throw from Seligowski is going to be to home. The second hit of this rally on the first pitch. He had Dobrats down 1 ball and 2 strikes. That'll bring up Oliver Taraski with runners at the corners and 2 outs.
Number 28, Oliver Taraski.
What a rally here for the Bulldogs. See if Ifeldano is off with the pitch. Good lead over there at first. No reason not to. Stays put. Now he's going to be hit to center. Backing up Seligowski, and that'll end the first inning. But Wausau scores twice on 4 hits. They leave 2. We've played a half an inning. Wausau 2. And Wisconsin Rapids coming up. You're watching Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together.
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
That's about the fastest game I've ever been a part of in Legion Ball.
All right, good. All right, welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids as Wausau leads 2-0 after a half an inning. Talking about those champions yesterday, the Tennessee Volunteers on the men's baseball side of things won their first ever NCAA baseball national championship last night, 6-5 over Texas A&M in Omaha, Nebraska. Then the Florida Panthers, they were up 3-0. And then the Edmonton Oilers came back in the series anyway, and it was 3 games apiece. And the Panthers ended up winning their first ever Stanley Cup last night over the Edmonton Oilers. And the first offering to Simonson misses for a ball. The Stanley Cup has not been in Canada, has not been won by a Canadian team in 31 years. I believe that's what our hockey man, Mike Wenlett, has told us. It's been a long time. And the Florida Panthers made sure that it stayed put in the U.S. once again. 3 balls and no strikes to Brett Simonson. And Hager pumps in a strike, and it's 3-1. Ryan Rodemeyer, the catcher for the Bulldogs. Simonson, Ellis, Plowman for Wisconsin Rapids here in the home half of the first inning. And Simonson draws a 5-pitch walk. I think that wishful thinking of a 1 hour and 12-minute game again this year will not happen. Simonson not going to run today with his pitching status.
Courtesy runner at first base for the Rangers, number 20.
Adam Bouchard. Adam Bouchard coming in to run. Bouchard was a quarterback, wasn't he?
Batter is the shortstop,
No?
number
Who are the
15,
quarterbacks?
Caleb Ellis.
Trevor Martin. Who was the other guy? Rasmussen, yeah. Bouchard was a goalkeeper. No. Soccer? Adam Bouchard. Soccer? Yeah. I don't know much, but 1 ball, no strikes to Caleb Ellis. 2-0 now to Caleb. Runner at first is Bouchard with nobody out. And for Simonson, who just drew a 5-pitch walk to begin the Rapids half of the first inning. Ellis pops it up, third base side. Plowman running out of the way. Bartels will give it a look and fall out of play, and it's 2-1. Milwaukee Brewers back in action tonight against the Texas Rangers. Brewers just picked up Dallas Keuchel today. Dallas hasn't pitched in the major leagues this year. 36 years old. He used to be a top ace. The runner at first and nobody out. Was in the Mariners organization, AAA. See if the Brewers can see what we can do in Milwaukee. Brewers still ahead in the NL Central by quite a few games. Seattle Mariners up big in the AL West. 2-2 to Ellis. Grounded ball to second off of Ifeldano. Bouchard is going to go from first to third on the air. He trips. The throw from Worth to third, and he's going to be out at third. So Ellis will reach on the air. Bouchard will be thrown out 8-5, and there's one away. Worth with the gun down to third base. And instead of 2 in scoring position with nobody out, there's a runner at second and 1 out now for Wisconsin Rapids. Bring up Cannon Plowman. Bouchard held up at second for just a moment. Then he tried to retake off and stumbled a little bit. And then with the arm of Caden Worth, it was heck of a throw, and Bartels with a nice tag over at third. Rodemeyer with a quick conversation with Lucas Hager as he had them all cross up that time. As Rodemeyer like kind of belly caught that pitch. Ellis with good speed at second with 1 out. Hager fires back, and that one is a wild pitch, and that would have cut the deficit in half. But nonetheless, Ellis reaches third on the wild pitch. Braden Lewis on deck. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. 1 ball and 1 strike. Breaking ball hit over to Ifeldano again. That's a base hit. And Cannon Plumman drives in a run for Wisconsin Rapids. And it's 2-1. Wausau still on top for Braden Lewis. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Kerry Van Aert State Farm on auto, homeowners, life insurance, renters, and more. For both Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield, find Kerry Van Aert State Farm on Facebook. Get started today. Braden Lewis with the runner at first and one out. Plowman easily back at first. Outside corner, Lewis looks at a strike, 0-1. Gage Honeyegger waiting on deck. Score from Plover, 0-0 in their game. Brewers Rangers just underway. Lewis looks at another strike, and it's 0-2. Talk about how good the Brewers are playing. They gave up a run in the top of the first. Lewis fouls that one off the screen. Reese Hoskins with a grand slam last night for the Brewers in their win over the World Series champions, the Texas Rangers. Rangers 4 games under 500 this year. Lewis looks at a ball high, nearing the halfway point, over the halfway point. Brewers at 46-33. That's 79 games. A couple of games away from that halfway point. Braden Lewis strikes out for the second out of the inning. Hager with the first strikeout of the night will bring up Gage Honeyegger. For any size job and you need equipment, look to Wood Street Rentals, offering a great variety of rental equipment to help you get the job done with delivery service to any job site. That's Wood Street Rentals. Mentioned it earlier, I believe. Wisconsin Rapids is the host of the AAA American Legion State Tournament this year. Wisconsin Valley, quote-unquote, Wisconsin Valley Regional this year is going to be at Simon Field on the campus of D.C. Everest High School. Plowman easily back at first. Rapids might be in the running to host the regional next year. Stevens Point going to be hosting the state tournament next year. 2 balls and no strikes to Honeyegger. It's been quite a few years at Rapids, since Rapids has hosted the regional. Last time, of course, over at Witter Field here in town. And Honeyegger off the handles. Eifel-Dano will flip it over to first and end the first inning. A run on a hit, an error, and one left. We played one complete. 2-1 Wausau. Back after this, Zaleski Sports.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Ryan Rodemeyer to lead things off here for the Bulldogs in the top of the second inning. Rodemeyer, Barthels, and then Osnes back to the top of the order. 2-1 Wausau on top. We've played an inning complete. First offering to Ryan, misses high for a ball. Again, we'll be back with you tomorrow. Merrill and Wisconsin Rapids here at the Quadplex. First pitch, 7 o'clock. Other games on the network tomorrow. Get them for you here in a second. Stevens Point is at DC Everest. That's going to be a heck of a game up there as well, up at Everest. Stevens Point undefeated in conference play. Everest has has a loss. That was to Anago last week. Kind of a surprise there. That was going to be knuckled foul and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Merrill is here. Pittsville, the River Bandits, head up to Marshfield to take on the Shaps. And Wausau right back at it against Plover tomorrow night. Up at Athletic Park in Wausau. Now it's going to be hit to left. Honeyegger there. And drifts over to his left and makes the catch for the first out. Now Jack Barthels, the third baseman. Jack, a pretty good basketball player as well for Wausau East.
Third baseman, number 27, Jack Barthels.
Speaking of Athletic Park in Wausau, how about the Wausau Woodchucks this year? Absolutely outstanding start for the Woodchucks. A couple of 9-game win streaks this year for Wausau. I think they sit at 22-5 this summer. 2 balls and no strikes to Barthels. Again, much like a number of leagues, they have 2 halves. And Wausau is well on their way to winning their first half. Barthels looks at a ball 3-0 to the number 9 hitter, Jack Barthels. The Northwoods League, one of the premier summer college leagues in the country. There's a strike at the knees, 3-1. Woodchucks at 22-5. The Madison Mallards not having a bad year. They sit at 18-8 and are 3.5 games out of first place. Barthels draws a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up the top of the order, and Jesse Osnes. Local team here, Wisconsin Rapids Rafters, 13-14, 9 games out. They lost 2 in a row. The Lakeshore Chinooks, 11-15. Green Bay Rockers, 11-16, and the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders at 10-17 in the Great Lakes West division of the Northwoods League. Could be hit into right field. Apo Taco for Osnes. And the hit parade continues here for the Bulldogs. That'll bring up Davis Winter, strikeout victim back in the first. In the Great Lakes East, you got the Rockford Rivets, the Kalamazoo Growlers, Kenosha Kingfish, Battle Creek Battlejacks. I usually hear a team that has the same name twice, Battle Creek Battlejacks. Simonson comes out with runners at first and second. First offering to Winter is good for a strike. I will tell you, some of the funnest names, the most fun names for teams come out of these summer leagues with the Northwoods League and Pacific Coast League and all that stuff. And that and minor league baseball, Has some very unique, fun nicknames. The Royal Oak Leprechauns, Traverse City Pit Spitters, the Kokomo Jackrabbits. Just in that division alone. You have the Rivets, Growlers, Kingfish, Battlejacks, Leprechauns, Pit Spitters, and Jackrabbits. And then a little bit more quote-unquote normal, or some of the OGs of the Northwoods League, the originals. The 0-2, and Winter strikes out for the second time. There's 2 away now for Caden Worth, who started the rally in the first. 2 on, 2 out now for Caden. So in the Great Plains East Conference, or Division, the La Crosse Loggers, the Waterloo Bucks, the Duluth Huskies, the Thunder Bay Border Cats, the Eau Claire Express, the Rochester Honkers, and then a team that I think has already folded this year, that are not playing anymore, the Minnesota Mud Puppies. Everybody else is close to 30 games this year. Is Worth down the right field line, and foul. Minnesota Mud Puppies only have 1-10 this year. Everybody else nearing 30 games. So they might not even have a team anymore. Now, I could be wrong. Or they started late. I don't know. They just not a lot of teams on their, or not a lot of games on their record. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. The 0-1 to Worth. Hartman with a nice block, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. In the Great Plains West Conference, the Wilmer Stingers, the Bismarck Larks, the Mankato Moondogs, the Badlands Big Sticks, St. Cloud Rocks, one ball and 1 strike here. The Minot Hot Tots. There you go. If you want to look at some crazy names, look to the Northwoods League baseball teams. Chopped past third and foul. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Considering how slow this game is going, we could go through all the minor league unique baseball games or baseball names as well. We won't bore you with that tonight. Maybe tomorrow. That way I can type them all up and write them all down. And Great Lakes Loons, yeah. 1-2 is at Horheim and makes the catch to end the second inning. No runs on a hit, 2 left. We played an inning and a half, 2-1 Wausau. Back after this, Selesky Sports.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Carson Orheim, who made the last out of the previous inning, grounds over to short to start this inning. And a 6-3 put out there by Jesse Osnes to start the second. And there's one away for Jackson Laskowski. Reminder, tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by SC Swiderski. An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. Laskowski tried to check his swing, went around, and it's 0-1. Jordan Seligowski on deck. Nolan Hartman if we get there, and then back to the top of the order. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. There was one team, I think it was the Mankato Moondogs. I think that was the right name for Mankato. The Moondogs, 13-12 this year. Big thoughts and prayers to the people of Mankato, Minnesota, after a levee and a dam broke in town. That was going to be grounded over to third. Heck of a play. Barthels across and in time. Jack Barthels sliding to the foul line, getting up and throwing out Laskowski, and there's 2 away. 2 up and 2 down for Jordan Seligowski. What a play by Barthels.
Center fielder, number 14, Jordan Seligowski.
First offering to Seligowski a bit high. That's 1 ball, no strikes. There's a spinner in there. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Mankato, Minnesota, a lot of people dealing with floods and all that stuff this past weekend. Spencer, Iowa, under a lot of water. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Seligowski. A lot of confirmed tornadoes over the weekend and a couple more last night in Wisconsin. Outside, missed, 3-2 to Seligowski. Over 8 inches of rain in the city of Wausau. 3-2 is swung on and missed. And a strikeout there for Hager to end the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We've played 2 complete. 2-1 Wausau. Back after this, Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
You couldn't possibly go through all this stuff by yourself, especially since Dad isn't as young and mobile as he used to be. You know, I'd love to help if I had more time between work, kids, and their activities. Have you considered getting any help?
I'd love to, but I don't know who to call.
Kushel & Kushel, removal and recycling services for seniors, handicaps, and those who need help. We do the dirty work so you don't have to. From painting, landscaping, moving, chores, and more. Please give David a call at 715-323-5762.
Luke Smogoleski to lead things off. Single on the first pitch that he saw in the third. Brett Simonson comes set, kicks and fires. First offer misses outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Since 2005, Metallico has been one of North America's largest secondary aluminum billet producers, offering hundreds of jobs to the Wisconsin Rapids area. Your next career is just a caller stop away. Learn more about working at Metallico at metallico.com or stop in to apply at their plant in Wisconsin Rapids. Smogoleski looks at a low strike, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kevin Johnson behind the plate tonight. Derek Freeman on the bases. And 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not sure Kevin got a state baseball game this year, state tournament asked this year, but he was at state basketball refereeing Division I state championship. Was Kevin Johnson this last winter. The Division I boys basketball game. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Smogoleski. Number 4 hitter, leadoff hitter in the inning. That was going to be knuckled foul and out of play. Dylan Dobrat's on deck, the left fielder. He's had the big hit so far, a 2 RBI double back in the first inning. The payoff coming back. Knuckled foul into the screen. Nolan Hartman just saved Kevin Johnson and Luke Smogoleski. Nice job there by Nolan Hartman. Coming to find out, as much as we know, Ryan Hartman, the Assumption baseball coach and assistant here for the Rangers, how much baseball means to the Hartman family. Now it's going to be popped up and out of play. Found this out last a week ago or so, a week and a half ago or so, when I accidentally called Nolan Hartman Ryan Hartman a couple of times. That Nolan's name is Nolan Ryan Hartman. Big, of course, a big baseball name. And so a pretty cool tidbit that come to find out about Nolan. Graduated from Assumption High School this last spring. And that'll bring up Dylan Dobratz, the left fielder.
Dylan Dobratz.
2 RBI double to deep left last time. Honeyegger, similar depth out there in left. I'll tell you, the Rapids outfielders, and it may just be a perspective thing. I don't think they've really ever played extremely deep. And again, they have really good speed to be able to cover a lot of ground. But I've never really played deep outfield positions. There's a strike to Dobratz, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at first and nobody out. High and tight on Dobratz. 2 balls and a strike. Just saw some news on the old social media that former Marshfield girls basketball coach and outstanding Marshfield girls basketball player Taylor Varsho is now the high school principal at Pittsville High School. So congratulations to Taylor. I'm sure we'll see her around Pittsville High School quite a bit this fall and winter, covering volleyball, football, and girls and boys basketball. And just missed a tad bit inside, and Dobratz is off the plate, and it's 3-2. Number of girls basketball coaching positions have opened up and have been filled throughout the state. 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a miss. Dobratz strikes out. There's the 3rd strikeout for Brett Simonson, and there's 1 away here in the 3rd for Tony Ifeldano. One that may have been a surprise to a lot of people, including myself. Dale Owie, Auburndale looking for a new girls basketball coach. Athens looking for a new girls basketball coach. Mosinee just filled their girls basketball coach vacancy with one of their assistants. It's another big turnaround for basketball coaches throughout the state, girls and boys. Number of boys openings as well. Runner at first and one out. We play in the top of the third inning. 2-1 Wausau here in Legion baseball. Simonson fires home, and IFL Dono fouls it back, and it's 2-1. Taraski awaits on deck for the Bulldogs. Going to Wausau back in action tomorrow. They will host Plover. Marshfield and Merrill at Jack Hackman Field tonight. I'll get you a score update from there in just a moment. 2 balls and a strike. Low. Simonson misses again. 3-1. Reminds me a lot of Wisconsin Rapids game against Viroqua about 10 days ago or so. There's a swing and a miss when Gage Honeyegger's pitch count was just through the roof. And then chaos would probably be the best word to describe what happened that night here in Wisconsin Rapids. We won't relive it as IFL Dono draws the walk. But Simonson struggling here so far with 2 on and 1 out now for Oliver Taraski. Score from Plover, I should say. Everest 0, Plover 0. And you get all those really good players from Mosinee and Everest. Put them together. They still have to gel. They still have to figure it out, even though they're really good baseball players. Tough to just throw a bunch of guys together and say, go play. That's going to be lifted out of play to the softball field to our right. Taraski lined to center his first time up back in the first inning. Simonson's 66th pitch already here in the top of the third inning with only 1 out. Will happen after he resets on the mound. Two on, 1 out, 0-1 to Taraski. Ground ball over to Orheim. He picks it over to first. Didn't realize how many outs there were, I don't think. And Taraski is out on the 5-3. There's 2 away now for Wausau catcher Ryan Rodemeyer.
Bulldog catcher Ryan Rodemeyer.
2 on and 2 out now for Rodemeyer. IFL Donald was a quick runner, so that's, depending on how all this pans out, might have been the correct thing to do. First offering to Rodemeyer is pumped in for a strike. It's 0-1. Solaris customers have enjoyed the same low price for 5 years running. No tricks, no gimmicks, no kidding. Packages starting at $49.99 a month. Visit Solaris.net today and learn more. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. A beautiful breaking ball there from Brett Simonson, and it's 0-2. Brett trying to work out of another jam here. Ground ball over to first. That's Lewis, and he'll take it himself to end the third inning. Nicely done by Brett Simonson to get out of another jam. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left via the walks. We played 2.5. 2-1 Wausau. Back after this, Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on the journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Business owners share so many challenges, but there's one challenge that has an easy solution. Branding your business with creative graphics and a plethora of effective print marketing options is as easy as Quality Plus Printing. With over 30 years of marketing expertise and a track record of happy customers, you can trust in Quality Plus Printing to develop the perfect brand for you. As a business owner, you have enough to focus on. Give yourself a break and trust in Quality Plus Printing on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids, or find us at qpprinting.com. That's qpprinting.com.
Nine, 1-2 due up here for Wisconsin Rapids in the home half of the third inning. Nolan Hartman, Brett Simonson, Caleb Ellis. Brett Simonson has thrown 69 pitches. Lucas Hagar has only thrown 32, now 33. Wausau has already left 6 runners on base. Chopped over to third. Bartels plays it on a hop. Or to first. As Smugileski plays it with ease, and there's 1 up and 1 down for the top of the order, and Brett Simonson. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at the Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Call their Marshfield office to set up a free consultation today. Simonson walked on 5 pitches to begin the game. No balls and a strike into the net, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Caleb Ellis on deck. He reached on an error and scored in the first. Hager looking for a new baseball. Kevin Johnson will examine it and put it right back in his pocket. No balls and 2 strikes to Brett Simonson. Fly ball and foul. Get out of play. Warm-up action in the Rapids bullpen is a lefty, assuming Gage Honeyegger. Simonson over to second. Eifeldano plays down an in-between hop. And just got him by half a step. And there's 2 away for Caleb Ellis. Reached on an error in the first. Came around to score later in that inning. Made a Custom Apparel in Stevens Point provides quality decorated apparel from hometown schools and summer teams to corporate and team outings. Along with promotional items and sporting goods, that's Made a Custom Apparel. Business Park, Stevens Point. Ellis up the middle to Osnes. Low throw and scooped out by Smogileski to end the third inning. 3 up, 3 down. We've played 3 complete. Still 2-1 Wausau. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Business owners share so many challenges, but there's one challenge that has an easy solution. Branding your business with creative graphics and a plethora of effective print marketing options is as easy as Quality Plus Printing. With over 30 years of marketing expertise and a track record of happy customers, you can trust in Quality Plus Printing to develop the perfect brand for you. As a business owner, you have enough to focus on. Give yourself a break and trust in Quality Plus Printing on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids, or find us at qpprinting.com. That's qpprinting.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Top of the fourth inning we go here in Wisconsin. It'll be 9-1-2 here for the Bulldogs. Bartels, Osnes, and Winter for Tom Magnuson's Wausau Post 10 Bulldogs. Brett Simonson.
Leading off the Bulldogs.
Brett Simonson on the mound. It'll be his 70th pitch coming up. That was going to be hit out of play, and it's 0-1. Yeah, just looking at it, Simonson at 70 pitches. Lucas Hager at just 39. That last half inning only took about 3 minutes. And 7 pitches. And Simonson, who is three walks, 3 strikeouts, has surrendered 5 hits. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I've only got 4. I'm not sure. Oh, wait. No. Had 4 hits in the first inning. Just missed there, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Simonson looks in. The 2-2. And got him looking on the outside corner. Striker number 4 for Simonson, and there's 1 away for the top of the order in Jesse Osnes. A ground out and a single tonight for Jesse. Wisconsin River Orthopedics encourages you to stop living with the pain. Come see them and let's get you back to living your life to the fullest. For joint pain, rehabilitation, urgent care, and more, come to Wisconsin River Orthopedics in Wisconsin Rapids. Osnes' 3rd at-bat already. Grounded back to Simonson in the first. Single to right. Single to right in the second inning. The 0-1 outside, just missed. Similar pitch that Bartels just struck out on. One ball and 1 strike to Osnes. Going to be hit hard but foul. And out of play. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. That's a low. Evens it up at 2-2. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. 2-2, 3-2. Davis Winter on deck. To the Wausau shortstop, Jesse Osnes. Foul straight back into the screen at us, and it remains full at 3-2. Cushel & Cushel is your Rapids area go-to for disposal and recycling services, cleanup, lawn care, and more. Let Kushel & Kushel take care of your dirty work so you don't have to. Kushel & Kushel, reach them at 715-323-5762. That's 715-323-5762. Simonson wheels and deals again. And swung at ball forward at Osnes. Back-to-back strikeouts. That's Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened. Osnes chased the high heat on that one. There's 2 away now here for Davis Winter. A couple of strikeouts tonight for Davis. First offering misses low for a ball. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes. High and away, 2-0. Sparhawk Trucking has become one of the area's leading trucking companies, reliably hauling for over 44 years. Come work for the best. And learn more at sparhawktrucking.com. The 2-0 can be hit to center, or backing up right center is Plowman. He jumps and makes the catch. Nice play out there by Cannon Plowman to retire Winter and end the 4th inning. 3 up, 3 down. First time that's happened tonight for Wisconsin Rapids defensively. We have played 3.5. Still 2-1 Wausau. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Second baseman Cannon Plowman.
Just like Carson Orheim did in the second to let it off after getting the final out. Cannon Plowman leads things off here in the 4th after he recorded the final out of the top of this inning. Plowman, Lewis, and Honeyegger for Wisconsin Rapids, still trailing 2-1. Just missed inside, 2-0. Plowman looks at a strike in the low outside corner. And it's 2-1. She leaving us? Yeah. She's got to go to bed. That's going to be fouled straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cannon Plowman, the Rapids second baseman, sometimes catcher, sometimes right fielder, sometimes center fielder. Cannon's done it all this year already. The 2-2 is a breaking ball and good for a strike. Swinging strike 3, and there's 1 away. The third strikeout for Lucas Hager will bring up Braden Lewis with 1 away.
First baseman Braden Lewis.
Braden, a strikeout victim back in the first. First one at the knees is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualwausau.com to find an agent near you. Lewis behind quickly, 0-2. And chops it over to Eifeld-Dano at second. And that'll retire Lewis on the ground out. And there's 2 away now for Gage Honeyegger. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. That's CulliganH, the number 20.com. Honeyegger ground out to Ifeldano back to end the first inning. Honeyegger looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. And Lucas Hager getting the job done, doing what he needs to do for Coach Tom Magnuson and the Wausau Bulldogs tonight. Honeyegger pops it up a mile in the air. Ifeldano is going to call off Smogaleski at first. And that'll end the 4th inning. 3 up, 3 down again. We've played 4 completes. It's 2-1 Wausau. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
Top of the 5th inning we go. Caden Worth to lead things off. A single and a run score in the first. A line out to end the 2nd inning. Back in the 2nd, of course.
5th inning. Center fielder Caden Worth.
Brett Simonson back out there for his 5th inning of work. After the 2nd inning, Brett has, except the 2 walks in the 3rd, has really settled down quite well. Chopper over Orheim. That's going to go foul. Up along 3rd, and it's 0-1. A couple of nice defensive plays, and then outs. I'm good. And a nice, great job on the mound for Lucas Hager tonight. For Wausau so far, he's only thrown 49 pitches through 4 innings. The 0-1. Swung on and missed by Worth, and it's 0-2. Get you score updates here from around the Zaleski Sports Network in just a moment. Quite a few low-scoring games popped up. Hartman will be unable to make the play. And it's going to remain 0-2. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning, I should say. Plover 1, Everest 0. Kelton Opper, pardon me. The pitcher for Plover has shut down a very good Everest offense. We're here in the top of the 5th inning in Wisconsin Rapids. 2-1 Wausau. Merrill and Marshfield. Marshfield leads Merrill 1-0. The 0-2 is swung on and missed. That's the 6th Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Brett Simonson. Called Jamie Wenzel a Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened.
First baseman Luke Smogaleski.
Again, we'll see Merrill tomorrow. Here, 7 o'clock first pitch on Zaleski Sports. Smogaleski fouls it straight back off the end of the bat, and it's 0-1. So we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, I think, when Jerry West passed away, that he was one of the only players. That was going to be popped up third base side, foul territory. Orheim misread it, and it's 0-2. But after Jerry West passed away, all the commentary came out and everything about how Jerry still won the Finals MVP, even though the year that he won it, the team lost the championship. Same thing just happened last night. We talked about the NHL Stanley Cup championship last night. The Edmonton Oilers' Connor McDavid won the Conn Smith trophy yesterday, which is awarded to the MVP of the NHL playoffs. Granted, Connor had a tremendous Stanley Cup playoffs. But, yeah, something you don't see very often. MVP given to a losing player, or a player from a losing team. Three balls and two strikes here to Smogoleski. A single and a walk tonight for Luke. Pitch number 94. Fouled out of play. (94-49) in the pitch count. Three balls and two strikes. And walked him. Great battle there by Luke Smogoleski. And now there's a runner at first with one out for Dylan Dobratz. Looks like Coach Magnuson will ask for a courtesy runner for his first baseman, Smogoleski. Looks like number 5. I'm pretty sure.
Courtesy runner at first base for the Bulldogs, number 5, Brennan Fictum. Oh, he's running at first. We'll get that. Sorry about that. Left fielder Dylan Dobratz.
Runner at first and one out for Dylan Dobratz. This is high for a ball. 1-0. For residential to commercial and even industrial, when you need an electrician, Econ Electric is at your service. You can always rely on Econ Electric, where every job is done safe, done right, on time, every time. Brennan Fictum, the runner at first. And Simonson misses again. Not close. 2-0. I believe Gage Honeyacre was the one warming up for Wisconsin Rapids a couple of innings ago. And you're allowed 105 as a pitcher in Legion baseball. And Simonson has not found the strike zone since his strikeout to Worth. And walked him on 4 pitches. Back-to-back walks. That'll bring in Tony Eifeldano. And Cord Halber will take the ball away from Brett Simonson here at 99 pitches. Not Brett's night for Wisconsin Rapids. It looks like Caleb Ellis will likely come into pitch. He's going to the dugout to get a new glove. And that'll be the pitching change. We'll have that change when we come back. It's 2-1 Wausau. The Bulldogs threatening here in the top of the 5th with runners at first and second. And one out for Tony Eifeldano, who has singled and walked tonight. We'll have the pitching change when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Tony Ifaldano at the plate against Caleb Ellis. Ellis struggled. Made note of that he only threw like 2 or 3 strikes during his warm-up pitches. There's a high strike there, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Ifaldano. Single and a walk tonight for Tony. One ball and 1 strike. In tight. 2-1. Fictum, the runner at second. Dobrad's the runner at first. There's a strike. Hits the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oliver Taraski waiting on deck. Ellis trying to work out of this jam. Simonson out to short now. And that one inside almost hits Ifaldano in another full count here. Wausau trying to pick up their first conference win of the year. Lost a heartbreaker at Stevens Point last week. And Ellis walks him. 3rd straight walk of the inning for Wisconsin Rapids pitching. That'll bring in Oliver Taraski, the right fielder for Wausau. Fleet Farm has everything you need for summer fun on the water. Check out their huge selections of kayaks, water towables, fishing gear, and more. Shop in-store or at a store near you or online at fleetfarm.com.
Right fielder Oliver Taraski.
Taraski, a fly on the ground out tonight. Bases full of Bulldogs and only 1 out. Fouled out of play behind the fastball. And it's 0-1. Fictum at third. Dobrad's at second and Ifaldano at first. Misses high again. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ellis gets one he likes. Out of the stretch. Ground ball over to Orheim at third. He's going to come home, get the lead runner at home. Taraski reaches on the fielder's choice. Fictum out at home on the nice 5-2 putout. And there's 2 away now for Ryan Rodemeyer. Fly on a ground out tonight for the Wausau catcher.
Catcher Ryan Rodemeyer.
Base is still loaded with 2 outs now. Right at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ellis comes set and fires. Swing at a high fastball, and Ellis ahead, 0-2. Tried to catch up to that fastball and not close. Ellis trying to work out of it. Caleb comes set. Fires home and over the head that time of Rodemeyer. 1-2. We play in the top of the 5th inning here in Wisconsin Rapids. 2-1 Wausau. All 3 runs scored in the first inning. Ellis fires home. Misses high again. At times, we've seen it from Simonson earlier in this game, and now Ellis just trying to overthrow. Trying to be a little too powerful. The 2-2 from Caleb. And now the count runs full, and the runners will have a head start here. From 0-2 to 3-2. Dobrats, Eifeldano, and Taraski will all have a head start on the pitch here from Ellis. Trying to get one here on the 3-2. Going to be a weakly hit over to Simonson at short. Steps, throws, and ends the Wausau 5th inning. No runs. How about this? No hits, no errors, and 3 more left on. We have played 4.5. 2-1 Wausau. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome. How may we help you?
New windows, new garage, new car, swimming pool, tuition. We're not talking scholarship here. And a vacation.
Our affordable home equity line of credit may be just what you need.
Medical expenses, braces for our youngest. How about the dog? Roof. How about the roof? And did I mention how long I wanted that vacation to be?
Your money, your life. How may we help you?
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Carson Orheim to lead things off here for Wisconsin Rapids in the bottom of the 5th inning. Still 2-1. First offering misses low and away to Orheim. Grounded out to Osnes at short back in the 2nd inning. Going to be hit over to third this time. Barthels steps and throws to retire Orheim. And there's 1 away. So 1 up and 1 down now for Jackson Laskowski. That was the tremendous play made by Bartels back in the second when he went to his knees over at third, going to the foul line, got up and threw out Laskowski at first base.
Right fielder, Jackson Laskowski.
Laskowski, the right fielder for Wisconsin Rapids, as he was in the springtime. Check swing foul off the hands, and it's 0-1. And this is low and away. Again, take it into perspective that between Ellis and Simonson for Wisconsin Rapids, didn't miss by much there. Wow. Between Simonson and Ellis, they've thrown 114 combined pitches for Wisconsin Rapids. And Lucas Hager just threw his 55th pitch of the game. Simonson ended with 99 pitches tonight. I don't know, almost sounded like it hit the bat, but it hit the glove of Rodemeyer. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Rapids looking for their first base runner since the first inning. And they won't get it there. Strikeout looking. And there's 2 away. 4th strikeout for Lucas Hager. That'll bring up Jordan Seligowski. Strikeout victim back in the second inning.
Center fielder, Jordan Seligowski.
Quality Plus Printing in Wisconsin Rapids can help your business with all of your printing service needs, banners, labels, postcards, programs, and so much more, all with quality custom work. Quick turnaround times and great customer service. Visit qpprinting.com. Quality Plus Printing, getting your words out in Wisconsin Rapids. Chopper over to Bartels at third. Bobbles it for a second, low throw, and they will get Seligowski by half a step. Another 1-2-3 inning for Lucas Hager. We've played 5, 2-1 Wausau. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Save during the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Up to $200 back on select sets of 4 Goodyear tires. Buy online or mail-in rebate when you use the Goodyear credit card. Through June 28th at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Nine, 1, and 2 due up here for Wausau in the 6th inning. Bartels, Osnes, and Winter for Coach Tom Magnuson and the Wausau Post 10 Bulldogs. Bartels tonight, a walk and a strikeout.
Leading off the Bulldogs 6th inning, third baseman Jack Bartels.
Ellis now out of the windup with nobody on, and fly ball to center for Seligowski. And there's 1 up and 1 down here in the 6th for Jesse Osnes. Brewers lead in the bottom of the 5th, 2-1 over the Texas Rangers. Jackson Churio at the plate with a runner at first.
Top of the order, shortstop Jesse Osnes.
Osnes a ground out, a single, and a strikeout. Evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1 now to Osnes. Does your roof need attention? Call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield today. They are your hail damage experts, and they serve all of central Wisconsin with both residential and commercial roofing. If you have recent hail damage to your home or business, Seamless Commercial Roofing is your hail damage expert, and their workmanship is always guaranteed. Call them today for a free estimate. That's Seamless Commercial Roofing. Call 715-204-8103, 715-204-8103. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Goofy swing there by Austin. Has had them all twisted up and second guessing himself, and there's 2 away. That's the Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened. New hitter is Jackson Albee, number 13. Jackson Albee, the new hitter for Wausau. Hitting for Davis Winter. He is the DH.
The batter for Wausau, number 13, Jackson Albee.
Nobody on, 2 away. Here in the top of the 6th, 2-1 Wausau. Scored 2 runs on an RBI. Oh, that one hits Albee. First pitch to the new hitter, Jackson Albee, and Cale Bellis plunks him. Wausau scored 2 runs in the first inning on his 2 RBI double by Dylan Dobrats. They've left a lot of runners on. That'll bring up Caden Worth.
Center fielder Caden Worth.
Single and a run scored, line out and a strikeout. Going to be blooped to shallow left. Honeyegger is there. That'll end the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left via the hit by pitch. We've played 5.5. Still 2-1 Wausau. 9-1-2 coming up for Wisconsin Rapids after this on Zaleski Sports.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
All right, to the bottom of the 6th inning we go. Nolan Hartman to lead things off. Ground out back in the 3rd. Rapids has only had 1 base runner. Or hasn't had any base runners, I should say, since the 1st inning. 3 up, 3 down in every inning since the 1st. And the only ball that has, there's a swing and a miss. And Hager with a 3-pitch strikeout to start the 6th inning, and there's 1 away. The only ball that was hit to center field or the only ball that was hit to the outfield was the ball that was an error by Eiffel Dono that threw out Adam Bouchard at third base back in the first. Simonson looks at a ball. A walk and a ground ball, or ground out for Brett tonight. 2-0. Caleb Ellis on deck. 2-1 Wausau. Talking to Coach Magnuson beforehand. They have struggled to close out games. And Hager behind 3-0. Rodemeyer spikes one back in there to his pitcher. Three balls and no strikes to Brett Simonson, the Rapids shortstop. And a 4-pitch walk to Brett here in the sixth. The first base runner for Wisconsin Rapids since the first inning. That'll bring up Caleb Ellis, reached on air and grounded out.
Ranger pitcher Caleb Ellis.
Caleb has the speed and the power to do some damage if he's able to. Squares the bunt, gets it down, right back to Hager. He steps, he throws, and retires Ellis on the sacrifice bunt. But now there's two away for Cannon Plowman. Not sure now where Ellis wanted to put that bunt, maybe more so down the third baseline, to see if he could beat it out. Unsuccessful. Simonson with good speed stands at second with 2 outs, and Cannon Plowman, he has an RBI single today. Hager fires. The first one is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Simonson stands at second with 2 outs. Hager fires home. Misses high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Going to be chopped past third. And foul, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Big pitch coming. Hager comes set and fires. Going to be hit to left. Dobrat's backing up. He's going to make the shoulder high catch to end the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. We have played 6 complete. Still 2-1 Wausau. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Fine has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Top of the 7th inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. Luke Smogoleski to lead things off here for the Bulldogs. Caleb Ellis on the mound. First offering is a swing and a miss. Luke tonight, a single and a run scored and a couple of walks. Single and a run scored in the first, walk in the third, walk in the 5th. Ellis fires home. Way out in front, changed him up, and it's 0-2. The Rapids will have Lewis, Honeyegger, and Orheim in the 7th inning. The 0-2.
If I get a chance, I'll read my 3 losing ticket numbers to you.
And has even back up at 2 balls and 2 strikes from Ellis to Smogoleski. Dylan Dobrats again. Dylan Dobrats, the big hit so far. And again, Ellis goes from up 0-2 to a full count at 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes with nobody out. Line fouling out of play, left field side, and remains 3-2. Again, don't forget, stick around for our Next Step Prosthetics post-game show. We'll talk to a winning coach and a player of the game, whomever that may be. And again, wow. Smogoleski's 3rd walk of the night. Ellis was ahead 0-2 in that count. Simonson was ahead at 0-2 in the last time Smogoleski batted. Now Dylan Dobrats. The runner at first and nobody out. Ellis misses high to Dobrats. And Dobrats, the big hit of the game so far. 2 RBI double in the first. That's been all Lucas Hagar is needed. Throw down to first. Safe at first. And you could hear Luke Smogoleski off of first base kind of gasp. Like, oh, did something wrong, but he got back in time. There's a strike to Dobrats, and it's 2-1. Spinner spun out of there. 3-1 now. Tony Eifeldano on deck. Ellis comes set and fires home again. Misses it. Ooh. Inside strike. 3-2 to Dobrats. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. Dobrats down with a strikeout. Second strikeout for Ellis. That's a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. That'll bring up Tony Eifeldano. Single, walk tonight for Tony. And I think they're going to get a runner there for Smogoleski. That'll be number 29, Ian Stahl. See what Kevin Johnson yells up to us here. I believe it's number 29.
Runner at first base, number 29, Ian Stahl. Batter is the second baseman, Tony Eifeldano.
Over to first. Just back in time was Stahl. For a right-handed pitcher, Ellis has a tremendous move to first. One away. Ellis misses inside to Eifeldano. Wausau leads 2-1 here in the top of the 7th. There goes the runner. Throw down to second is not in time, as Stahl takes second. 2-0 to Eifeldano. Now a runner in scoring position, a big insurance run there for Wausau. Ellis misses again. 3-0. Oliver Taraski waiting on deck. There's a strike on Eifeldano, and it's 3-1. And don't forget our Next Step Prosthetics post-game show coming up at the conclusion of this game. There's a high strike to Eifeldano, and Ellis has come back, and it's 3-2 now. A lot of full counts here today for the Wausau batters. Payoff, popped up, foul territory. Lewis giving it a look, giving it a chase. He's going to slam into the fence and remains full at 3-2. Runner at second and 1 out. Ellis fires back home and misses again. So Eifeldano's walked 3 times. Smogoleski's walked 3 times. Wausau has drawn 8 walks tonight. 6 of them by 2 guys. Taraski a fly out, ground out, and a fielder's choice today. Ellis comes set. Breaking ball popped up. Foul territory again. Lewis gives it a look and out of play. So coming up here for Caleb Ellis and for the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers will be combined pitch 145 between Ellis and Simonson. Lucas Hager's got 71. Unreal. Another 10-plus minute inning here. Ellis again misses for a ball, 1-2. One-two coming back. Ellis looks, misses. 2-2. Stahl and Eifeldano, the runners, with good speed and 1 out. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Blew it past him. Strike number 3 for Ellis, and there's 2 away now for Ryan Rodemeyer. It's another Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened.
The Bulldog catcher, Ryan Rodemeyer.
Ryan 0 for 3 tonight, fly out, and a couple of ground outs. Lewis, Honeyegger, and Orheim will be the batters for Wisconsin Rapids in the 7th. There's one hit tonight for Wisconsin Rapids. That came in the first inning on an RBI base hit from Cannon Plowman. Ellis misses just a bit high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a strike. Ellis 1 pitch away from getting out of another jam here. Ellis is only 20 pitches away from reaching Lucas Hagar's number. Gonna be knuckled over to second. Plowman to Lewis. That'll end the 7th inning. No runs again, no hits, no errors. 2 more left on. Last shot here for Wisconsin Rapids, trailing 2-1. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Jed Vandersanden, the new first baseman. Ian Stahl stays in the game. He'll be in right field for Wausau. Lucas Hager trying to finish this one off. Braden Lewis tonight to strike out and a ground out. First offering to Braden just misses a bit inside, and it's 1-0. And the only changes are to the right side of the defense. 2-0. Vandersanden, the first baseman, Stahl, the right fielder. And Lewis is ahead 3-0. The question, if you are Court Halber, of course you don't want to take Braden Lewis out of the game in case something happens. But if Braden walks, we'll see how this pitch happens here. And right at the letters for a strike. But if Braden is able to get on, one of the highest IQ'd players in the whole area, but do you want to pinch run for him? But it's 3-2, so we'll see. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the 7th. And that one is fouled at the plate, just staying alive somehow. That was Braden Lewis. Heard a little tick out of the bat. A 3-2. Going to be lined out of play at the walkway. And it remains full at 3-2. Hager fires. He hit right back up the middle, and a base hit for Braden Lewis to start the 7th inning. The first hit for Wisconsin Rapids since the first. And now it'll bring up Gage Honeyegger, and that will bring in a runner here. That Sam Oligny will be the runner. Now Gage Honeyegger. Gage tonight, a ground out and a pop out.
For for the Rangers, number 25, Sam Oligny. The batter is number 7, Gage Honeyegger.
Barthel's way in at third. Over to first. Last thing you want to do if you're Sam Oligny is get picked off. That's the absolute last and worst thing that could happen. Back over to first again. And if you're Hager, sure don't want to throw it away into right field. Squares the bunt, gets it down. Over to first. And that'll retire Honeyegger on the sacrifice bunt. One away now for Carson Orheim. A couple of groundouts tonight for Carson. With a tying run standing at second base and one out. Again, talked to Coach Magnuson before the game. Wausau has struggled to close out games. We'll see if Lucas Hager can do it here. High and tight on Carson, and it's 1-0. Hager's got 24 pitches to work with here, if needed. Oligny stands at second with one out. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Hager comes set to Orheim. 1-1 is hit back and into center field. They're going to send Oligny, and this one is tied up here in the 7th. Carson Orheim ties it in the bottom of the 7th inning. We're tied at 2, and that'll bring up Jackson Laskowski. Unreal. Orheim with a huge hit, and we're tied here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Right fielder Jackson Laskowski.
Again, the little things for Wisconsin Rapids, getting a bunt down by Gage Honeyegger to advance Sam Oligny, allowing him to score on that hit. Laskowski pops it up and out of play. No balls and a strike to Jackson Laskowski. Carson Orheim stands at first with one out. Going to be hit off the glove. I fell down to second for one. Across, not in. No, they got him, a double play. 4-6-3 double play to end the 7th, but Rapids ties it. An RBI base hit by Carson Orheim. We go to the 8th. Just like that, we're tied at 2. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Free baseball for you. Actually, it's all free here on Zaleski Sports, but extra inning baseball here from Wisconsin Rapids. Jack Bartels to lead things off. Rapids will have 8-9-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Caleb Ellis, pitch number 53 here, is a strike. And Bartels tonight, a walk, strikeout, and a flyout. Ellis fires home and misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Stat line here for Wausau: 2 runs on 5 hits. They haven't had a hit since the 2nd inning, but they've drawn 8 walks. They've committed 1 error, and the big number that I'm sure Coach Magnuson is not too pleased with right now is 12 runners left on base. But Bartels ahead here, 3-1. He lined past first and foul. A screamer past Lewis and Derek Freeman. Braden Lewis, the first baseman. Derek Freeman, our base umpire. And the count is even at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a leadoff walk, and that'll bring up the top of the order in Jesse Osnes. The 9th walk issued tonight.
Top of the order for Wausau, shortstop Jesse Osnes.
Plover did beat Everest tonight, 1-0. Osnes hits this one into the screen. Plover beat Everest 1-0. Yep. No balls and a strike. Squares the bunt. Offers at it, misses. Hartman can't make up his mind, and Bartels is going to take second. Oh, and 2 here to Osnes. The 0-2 coming back. Breaking ball foul straight back, and it's 0-2. Got him looking on the outside corner. Pops the mitt and hits the outside, and it's 1 away here in the 8th. That's a Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, it can never even happen.
Batter is Jackson Elby.
Jackson Elby was hit by a pitch on the first pitch he saw in the 6th inning. Runner at second and 1 out. Fly ball into the night sky down the right field line, and it's 0-2. Ball game just 2 hours and 3 minutes old. We're in the 8th. Missed high. And again, into this predicament and in this situation, if you're a Rapids fan, where you have a pitcher that's ahead in the count and then can't close out the at bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jackson Elby. Be hit into right. Laskowski trips, long run. It's going to fall in front of Jackson. They're going to hold the runner at third. And a one-out base hit. I don't think Laskowski would have been able to make the catch either way, but he slipped on his initial traction into right. And now there's runners at the corners and one out.
Center fielder, Caden Worth.
Runners at the corners for Worth. See if Albee takes off at first. Over to first, and just back in time is Albee. And Worth gets hit on the front shoulder. And the bases are going to be loaded now for Jed Vandersanden. Bases full of Bulldogs again with one out. Caden Worth at first base, a very, very tough runner to double up.
Jed Vandersanden.
In corner infield plays in, middle infield plays back. First offering is good for a strike. Tense moments again here in Wisconsin Rapids. Caleb Ellis comes set. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. Dylan Dobratz, who has a huge hit so far for Wausau, is on deck. Vandersanden trying to come through as well. The 0-2, knuckled foul. There remains no balls and two strikes. There's a father and son down here on the right first base side. They were leaning over the padded fence into the net and almost got clocked. The 0-2 fouled back again. Tense moments again. The 0-2 from Ellis. Got him looking on the outside corner. Froze him. And there's two away. That's another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. Dylan Dobratz, a 2 RBI double in the first. Strikeout, walk, and a strikeout. Because there's two outs, and he's swinging the bat, and that one's off the glove of Hartman. Gonna have a play. No! Nolan bobbles it. Bartels will score. They had a play. Hartman sped up just a little too much, and Wausau has got the lead. And Ellis comes back and blows it past Dobratz. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. 2-1. Again, if Hartman would have fielded that cleanly, they would have had Bartels at home. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just past 9 o'clock here in central Wisconsin. Extra innings in this Legion matchup. 2-2 is swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts. Wausau leaves 2, but they score 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Wausau 3, Wisconsin Rapids 2. Back after this, Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip,
I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
You couldn't possibly go through all this stuff by yourself, especially since Dad isn't as young and mobile as he used to be. You know, I'd love to help if I had more time between work, kids, and their activities. Have you considered giving any help?
I'd love to, but I don't know who to call.
Kushel & Kushel, removal and recycling services for seniors, handicaps, and those who need help. We do the dirty work so you don't have to. From painting, landscaping, moving, chores, and more. Please give David a call at 715-323-5762.
Jordan Seligowski to lead things off. Jordan tonight, a strikeout and a ground out.
Center fielder Jordan Seligowski.
First offering to Jordan is good for a strike. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Rangers. Lucas Hager still out there. 87th pitch incoming for Lucas. Low and out. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Breaking ball over to Osnes at short. Steps and throws and retires Seligowski on the ground out. And there's one away for Adam Bouchard. Hitting for the Rangers, Nolan Hartman. Adam Bouchard, again, he was the base runner all the way back in the first inning that came in to run for Brett Simonson that went to second on the error by Eiffel Dono that the ball went into center field. Second guessed himself going around second base, stumbled at second base, and then got thrown out by Caden Worth at third. And then the next hitter, Cannon Plumman, drove in Caleb Ellis. So that would have been a 2-run inning there for Wisconsin Rapids. All the way 2 hours ago. Bouchard looks at a strike in the inside corner. Breaking ball over to third. Gobbled up by Bartels. Low throw and safe, an error. And Bouchard will reach on the errant throw by Bartels. And now the top of the order, and Brett Simonson.
Top of the order for the Rangers, shortstop Brett Simonson.
Couple of walks and a ground out tonight for Brett. Way behind the fastball, and it's 0-1. Again, Vander Sanden bobbled that, still almost touched the base in time, outside. Again, Hager this will be his 94th pitch. Simonson loops this one out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Caleb Ellis on deck. Bouchard at first with 1 out after the error by Bartels. That one's going to be looped into left center field. That one is going to, wow, what range there by the speedy Caden Worth. Just got a little bit underneath it, did Simonson. And there's 2 away for Caleb Ellis. Just had a little too much air under it, did Simonson. Now Caleb Ellis with 2 outs. Reached down there, ground down a sacrifice bunt. Ellis looks at a strike right down 8th Street, and it's 0-1. Bouchard from first with 2 outs. Outside, evens it up at a ball and a strike. A little warm-up action is happening for Wausau if needed. Hager is at 97 pitches. You're allowed 105 in Legion baseball. Going to be hit past third and Ellis down to, or past first, I should say, and Ellis down to his final strike. Rapids down to their final strike. After a tremendous action-packed game here tonight. The 1-2 from Hager. Going to be hit again. Same spot. Might as well stay down there, young man, to retrieve the next ball. Pitch number 100 here for Lucas Hager. Hager fires home. Going to be hit to second. Eifeld-Dono is there, and this one is over. Tony Eifeld-Dono makes the catch on the line, and Wausau comes into Wisconsin Rapids and survives here tonight in extra innings. The final score, Wausau 3 and Wisconsin Rapids 2. We'll be on the field with head coach Tom Magnuson and our Zaleski Sports player of the game, Lucas Hager, when we come back after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Good. All right, welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids as the Wausau Bulldogs come away with an extra inning win here tonight over Wisconsin Rapids 3-2 here with winning pitcher Lucas Hager. Lucas, big win tonight, obviously. Coach said that struggled to close out games this year, gave up a run in the 7th, able to finish it in the 8th. Just talk a little bit about coming around and finishing this one.
Yeah, just relying on my team and stuff, do my job, throw strikes, and I just trust my defense behind me, and that's what I did.
Yeah, outstanding, obviously, on the mound. 1 run through the first 6 innings. Didn't have a base runner from the 2nd to the 6th. Just talk about what was working for you tonight.
I'd say every pitch was working for me tonight. It was good to get a fresh, good start instead of relief, and like you had mentioned, yeah, my slider was working really well tonight, so yeah.
Coming into Wisconsin Rapids, obviously a big conference win. What does this do for you guys going forward? Have Plover tomorrow night, who just beat Everest tonight. Just talk about getting a big conference win tonight.
Yeah, it's big. We lost 2 already in conference, and this was a big W. close ones, the other ones we lost, but yeah, this is a great one.
Well, obviously, offense scored 2 in the first inning, and then you had to really buckle down on the mound. Obviously, Brett Simonson and Caleb Ellis did a nice job for Rapids, but what was your mindset knowing that your offense was struggling on the or at the plate?
Just do my job, throw strikes again, trust my defense, and that's what happened.
All right, we're going to put you in the house, okay? I'm going to give you this. I'll back out of the way so I'm not in your way.
So I'm Lucas Hager, I'm Lucas, I'm in the house.
I'm Lucas Hager, and I'm in the house.
Okay.
All right? Go ahead, buddy.
I'm Lucas Hager, and I'm in the house.
Thank you, Lucas.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here from Wisconsin Rapids as the Wausau Post 10 Bulldogs get a big win here tonight, 3-2 over the Wisconsin Rapids Post 9 Rangers. And we'll be back with you again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock first pitch. It'll be Merrill and Wisconsin Rapids here, Legion Baseball, 7 o'clock first pitch here at the Quadplex. For Olivia Zimmerman, this is Steve May signing off from Wisconsin Rapids. Again, final score, Wausau 3, Wisconsin Rapids 2 in extra innings here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Have a great night, everyone. We'll talk to you again tomorrow night on Zaleski Sports.